11 was one of the early Canal Street department store malls with big merchants down on Canal Street. Wasn't so much who he was. He sold it to a fella who was in the early stages of aviation in this area. Wasn't who he was. Who he was married to. He was married to a lady, still maybe about 4'11", absolutely beautiful, by the name of Marguerite Clark. Now, if you happen to Google, and anything I tell you, it is Googleable. If you happen to Google Marguerite Clark, you will find out that she was one of the very first silent film movie stars. All right, and she lived at big house on the hill with her husband up until the time of his death, around the early mid 1930s. And she moved up to New York with her sister after he died, where she got pneumonia and she passed away in New York. They cremated her, sent the ashes to New Orleans, and they buried her right next to her husband down at Metairie Cemetery at the end of Canal Street. Yep. So she actually had the star. In fact, next time you're home, she got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Marguerite Clark. She, the estate sat vacant for a few years, and it was eventually, towards the end of World War II, was bought by the Latta family, who upon the death of their son at Okinawa, Milton Latta wanted a fitting memorial for their son. And they actually bought the estate and turned it into a library as a memorial for their son, Milton Latta. Yeah. Oh, speaking of World War II, there used to be that, up until December 7, 1941, that was the Japanese consulate in New Orleans.
Oh, whoa.
December 8, 1941, they were invited to leave. Yeah, I don't remember why. Taxes, maybe? I don't know. Private all-girls school right there. They traced their history back about 125 years, the Academy of Sacred Heart. It goes from pre-K to 12th grade.
And Rice went there.
Tuition runs, yep. Tuition runs right around, yeah, but she ain't paid $13,500 a year though. Tuition now runs right between $13,500 and $14,000 a year.
Wow.
Which, depending on where you're from, may not be much, but if you send your baby there from pre-K to 12th grade, you're gonna drop $175 grand for a high school diploma.
And you might end up being Queen of Carnival.
Huh?
And you might end up being Queen of Carnival.
Oh yeah, but they pay good money for it. Yeah. But they own 2 blocks over there, and they own this block here, because this is the pre-K and elementary spot.
They said the Baptist package. That was the first Baptist church in the world, and they bought their property.
I want to get away from the French Quarter. Got a little coffee house back there, makes some of the best beignets in the city.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the New Orleans Coffee House right back there behind New Orleans Hamburger and Seafood Complex. Maybe had your menus yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, not good ones. I haven't been down to Cafe Du Monde yet.
All right.
I do that every